got me thinking about some stuff, and that is plants that are a little bit stressed this time of year. New plants, okay? I'm going trees, all right? I planted 3 trees this winter, okay? Which is a good time to plant trees. They're deciduous trees, so they drop their leaves, everything, all that's good. But this is their first year, okay? And this is August, and we had a harsh July. And it's been a little bit dry at my house, and some things are happening. And I wanted to show y'all. Tyler, can we throw the first picture up? It is a ivory silk, yep, there it is, ivory silk lilac tree, okay? So look at the picture on the left. You would look at me and be like, Austin, what are you doing? Like, why have I been listening to you? Like, this is not good. That tree looks dead. And look at it. It does. It doesn't look good. You would look at that and be like, oh, it's got a disease. It's bad. Nothing's good. You know what, y'all? I'm letting it deal with its stress this first year, okay? It's going to have to latch in. It's way out in the yard. I'm not going out to water that thing, okay? Now, we got a little bit of rain last night, so that was helpful. But those leaves are pretty green, and crispy brown, halfway, not great, okay? It's a new plant. I got it for free last year whenever we had our little sale going on in the back. But it's a pretty plant. It's a really cool plant. Ivory silk lilac tree. Y'all, it's cool. But look, picture on the right. Look at that bud. That is what I'm after. That bud, that terminal bud right there, which just means the bud at the very tip growing. Okay, I peeled those. I kind of, folded the leaves back on themselves so y'all didn't see the horrible, ugly leaves. But you get to see that bud right there. And it is tight. It is fully formed. It is great. That's what I'm playing for, okay? So I'm not so worried about this year's leaves. So there you go. Tyler, next picture. Can we throw it up there? This one's even worse. Y'all are going to just be like, you're an idiot. Ooh. Look at that. That's a Katsura tree. Okay? Ooh. Katsura trees are naturally thirsty creatures. Okay?
Is this the one we got you for your birthday?
Negative. No, Caroline. Okay. This was one that was already struggling when I got it. Okay? And these are horrible pictures. Sorry, Tyler. I'm not a photographer. You know this. But
you suck.
Thanks, Tyler. The one on the left
you did fine.
Is the whole tree, and it's mainly sticks, okay? Mainly sticks. Hardly any leaves on there. The leaves that are on it are brown and crispy. They look bad, okay? Y'all would think this tree's dead. It's a goner, for sure a goner. Picture on the right. Once again, not a great picture, but all of those stems, you see all those nodes, all those little spots on the stems there? All of those are loaded with buds and fully intact buds and ready to go. Whenever it gets rehydrated again, those buds are going to crack for me. I promise. I promise. I hope I'm right. You do never know. I mean, honestly, this tree could be dying. And like I said, for y'all, it certainly looks like it's dying. But for me, I'm looking at those buds. That's what I'm playing for. And then I've got one more tree. Tyler, can you throw it up? This is my wife's tree I got for her. She's mad at me about this. She was like, what's wrong with our catalpa tree? And I'm like, well, it's really dry. And a lot of catalpa trees around town, even big ones, are like stressing a little bit right now. Okay,
yeah,
but look,
I've seen them yellowing.
Yellowing, droopy.
Happens every year.
That's the house in the distance. You see how far it is, David?
Dig a well.
You're not pulling a hose.
I might have to dig a well.
It's not going to happen.
No, I don't have a hose long enough for that, and I certainly ain't buying one.
Don't?
No, man. So look, it's that far away.
You couldn't pick
You
it
look
up.
like you're talking into Bernarda.
But anyway, picture on the left. Droopy, not looking great, a little bit rough. People would say, oh, this has got a disease, it's going to die, whatever. Picture on the right. Look, you see where those 2 green stems are coming out, horizontally? Right above that. You can't barely tell, but there's 2 little buds. And catalpa trees naturally have what we call like naked buds, so you don't really see them. They're not super prominent. But look, guys, they're there, okay? So what I've been telling people for this time of year, get it through. Just keep some green leaves on it as much as you can, even if the leaves look rough, if they look a little bit brown, if there's some yellowing, if there's some spotting.
You're giving me hope. I've got one in the yard myself.
I'm telling you, everyone's got one in the yard for the most part, especially new plantings. That's how it is on the first year. Y'all, be patient with your plants.